Yep. So you guys, she is wrecked, you guys.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What did it do, y'all? Betty 83 here, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, man. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button like I smashed the T-Rex, and get that bell icon a nice good old rub down. So you guys, yes, I took this thing out yesterday for some runs. I've been doing quite a few runs with the T-Rex replica, only because I've been in the process of trying to get everything together. I've been tracking my runs on this speedometer app that I wound up finding, and basically I wanted to try to make sure that, you know, like, I wanted to kind of document every time that I went out on this thing. If something happened, I can actually see a little bit more in detail. It's almost like a black box in a sense. I can see how fast I was going, when I was going that fast. If something happened, I start to slow down or any other stuff. Where I was at, it shows me a map and it gives me a little bit of detail as far as where I went, all those other things, elevation, all that other good stuff. So, big question of the day. How the hell did this happen, y'all? I was driving down a small little stretch of highway, not really a highway, but just a, you know, but I was just driving down, a small little stretch of road. Now, I was actually out to blame everything because I know Bat Mama was furious. Like, she was furious because she didn't want me to take it down that road in the first place, and I kind of did sneak and do it. But my thing is this: I'd rather do these runs on these small stretch of road like the way that I've been doing it, for me to take it out on the Beltway 495 or something, and I'm under a tractor trailer, you guys. So I'm actually glad that everything happened the way that it did. Now, luckily, now these small little breaks and stuff, that stuff is easily fixable. We can easily fix that stuff. But my whole thing is this: I'd rather it happen on a smaller scale than to be on the Beltway with cars doing 100 miles an hour and, you know, I lose control the way that is. So anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys what the issue was. Right behind the radiator is the oil cooler, you guys. I don't know if you can see that. So right behind the radiator, you guys, is the oil cooler. And I don't know if you can see all of that oil that's in there. Looking at the speedometer app and looking at all of the details from my run, and then basically going back and looking at the video footage. I'll show you guys the video footage. Looking at the video footage, going back to the speedometer app, and just now, actually, I just drove right to the spot to do a little bit more investigating to see what might have happened at that point. And one thing that I noticed, you guys, is that there was a trail of oil leading all the way back from where, past a little bit past from where I was lost control. So I see the oil, and then I remember I hit a bump, and when I hit that bump, I heard the tires start to squeak. Once that happened, I kind of fishtailed and hit a wall, you guys. Now, on another note, I did a really good job on this fiberglass, you guys. Now, the fiberglass really protected me. If you guys can see, the fiberglass really protected me and acted as if it would act like a bumper. And the fiberglass is pretty much fine. Like, it's absolutely fine. Small little crack, but that was kind of already like that. Big shout out to Eineke for these seat belts, you guys. Now, these are 4-point harness seat belts, and these things held me in. Like I was telling Bat Mama, it was almost like I was on a roller coaster. Like, you ever on one of those roller coasters and you get to the end of the ride and it like stops, and it really felt like that, where it's that it wasn't loose at all. And when I hit, my body didn't move at all, you guys. I'm perfectly fine. I did look at the GPS, and it looked as if I was doing roughly around, my top was like around 60. When I hit the wall, I was doing between 25 and 20. So I wasn't really going that fast, you guys, when I hit that wall. Let's thank God for that. But at the same time, the seat belts kept me nice and it kept me in place and everything else like that. So I'm really thankful for the company, you know what I'm saying, like the quality of these seatbelts are actually really good, you guys, and I'm really thankful that these seatbelts kept me, because I might not be making this video right now, you guys. So anyways, the biggest issue with that oil cooler, you guys, was basically once that line popped, there's a line that's going to that oil cooler, it popped, you guys. When it popped, that left a trail of oil, and if you can see where that oil cooler is, right where the back tire is, it's slipping on that oil, and that's when I fishtailed out. I hit the sidewall. The sidewall was enough force to push and really get that back tire knocked off. I broke the top A-arm for the front and everything else like that. On another note, as I'm looking back at all of the motor mounts and everything else, you guys, nothing else failed. It was literally just that, you guys. I had an oil leak. I slipped on the oil, and we lost control and we crashed. But if at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. I'm a firm believer of that. So this is very minor, you guys. No fret, no worry. We're going to get that thing fixed up. We're going to beefing up a few different things just because I'm a little paranoid now. So, but other than that, you guys, we're just going to make sure that we're going to get that nice and done. We're going to do actual rubber lines for the oil cooler instead of doing these things. This is what I used, you guys. Now, I found this kit on Amazon, and I used this for my fuel line. But after what just happened, you guys, I know for a fact that, I mean, this is where it failed at, you guys, because look, this is still connected to the oil cooler line, but the line popped out. And this is just another line that I have. But you can see it down there. But anyways, because of that, you guys, for something like that, I'm not really too sure about these. I know a lot of people who have gotten these kits and they don't really like these kits. I wonder why. Because of what just happened. So we won't be using these. We'll take these off and get some actual rubber lines for the oil cooler. Make sure that that will never happen again. And we're going to go through just a few different things to just make sure that, you know, everything is okay and well and good to go. The frame held up really great, you guys, which I'm really proud of myself. I did a great job on the frame, got everything nice and welded really strong. Everything held up pretty good, you guys. It's just that I had an oil leak. I slipped on that oil, we lost control, we fishtailed, and we slammed into the wall, the barrier, you guys. But I'm blessed enough to be able to say, hey, I'm still here. It could have been worse, but I took every precaution to make sure that it wouldn't be worse. I took every precaution to make sure that at the end of the day, I was going to be okay and everything is fine. So we're going to go back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything apart, and we're going to just look at all of these different components and just make sure that the components are top notch and ready to go. We're going to have to remake this, which is nothing. It's fine. I guess the build ain't over yet, you guys, but I'm glad enough to be able to share the video with you guys, man. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, like I said, man, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, get a bell icon, a nice good old rub down, y'all. We're back in hardware mode, y'all. We about to get everything back cracking, back working. These seats feel really comfortable. I still got a little bit of tweaking to do with those seats, but on the plus side, with a few things that we got to get welded up, like the brackets for the seats, we want to fix those, only because I want to raise this up a little bit. It's a little low, so we want to raise this up a bit. But other than that, y'all, everything is pretty much good. I'm blessed enough, like I said, to still be here, to be able to still kind of document this, and hopefully y'all learn from the mistakes that I made. You know what I mean? Basically, don't use that piece of shit rubber hose for an oil line, given the fact that the T-Rex oil cooler is in the place that it is. Like, I would rather, if it was me, I would have that joint somewhere else away from the rear tire, because that joint hit a tire, you done, like I just did. So we're gonna get that straight out. We're gonna get everything taken care of. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and take all of this stuff apart, take a look at everything, see what we have, see what we gotta fix, and all those other things. Radiator seems to be fine. just a little dippy dip, you know, but that can all be fixed out and straightened out. So we're gonna fix that up and everything. Worst come worst, we gotta get a new radiator, we get a new one, but I'm pretty sure that'll be fine. We're gonna wrap, I'm gonna throw a blanket over the headers because it is causing my fan to run a lot more, but it's right directly where the radiator is, which is another thing that I don't understand why they do it that way. But for the most part, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing straight together and get her back on the road, and we'll take it from there. Man, y'all keep a lookout for all those crazies out there, man. Y'all stay safe, man. Stay vigilant, man. Make sure that y'all keeping an eye on this. Don't use these pieces of shit rubber hoses. I'm gonna post a link to the, like, don't use these. I got these joints on Amazon, man. Don't use these joints, please, man. I'm Jason. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side, man. The flipsies, deuces. Y'all stay safe out there.